Hi, Mary here at Mary's Heirloom Seeds. This is just a short update. This isn't necessarily a tutorial like we normally post. This is maybe just a video for encouragement. The title of this video is Grow More Food. And there's so many reasons to grow more food, really and truly. My primary motivation for this video was this morning I read an article about rising food costs. Now, if you've been following Mary's Heirloom Seeds for any sort of time, you know that we have quite a bit of information about rising food costs. I think my first article I posted at marysheirloomseeds.com was in 2015. I have another one, I think 2017, and maybe again an update in 2019. I've got a video on our YouTube channel about comparing prices of conventional versus organic, and then also discussing the rise in food costs. So it's evident, and it's definitely a concern that a lot of people have, and that's why we started Mary's Heirloom Seeds back in 2011, was to help you grow the best, healthiest garden out there. Now, as I mentioned in one of my last videos, plant now and grow with what you have. We talked about the blue barrels. That blue barrel there, I just transplanted some peppers in there yesterday. And the bed here, we just pulled all of that out and planted new seeds on Monday, so that was 5 days ago. So I'm really excited to be turning over new beds and growing more food. If you don't have a lot of space, we have a video on a bucket garden, or we have a tutorial about making your own blue barrels. Some of these blue barrels can be picked up for free. This is a food grade 50-gallon or 55-gallon barrel, so we were able to cut it in half and use that for 2 planters. In there, you may or may not be able to see it through the video, are 2 pepper plants. And I'll give you a little brief look at some of the plants that we have here. We've got some squash growing behind me. In this description section of this video, I'm going to share a couple links we have on our website about growing more food. I have a link to growing the easy stuff. We have a planting guide, several planting guides to help you grow food. But the bottom line is, food prices are going up. The article stated that while egg prices and wheat prices had gone down a little bit, if you're just watching this, depending on where you are in the world or when you're watching this, it is the 31st, I believe, of May. It's the last day of May. And we have been on lockdown here in California for several weeks due to COVID-19. A lot of people are talking about the pandemic buying and all that. Well, we've been growing food, and we've been encouraging everybody else to grow food. It's been a crazy time for a lot of people. We are definitely living in interesting times. And I find peace in my garden. That is where I go to enjoy and to sit, to work. Yesterday, I was here to sweat. And it is all a labor of love, but at the end of the day, it's going to feed us. Planting the seeds today for the future is it's a heavy thing. It's an important thing, and growing more food is really important. So I'm going to show you here more squash and more tomatoes. In this bed, we're not just growing food, but we're growing future food. We are allowing our red romaine to flower and to produce seeds. So these will be future plants, future seeds, future food. That is so important to the future of our food. We've got little baby beets. Beets are arguably one of the easier things to grow. And even if you hate the taste of beets, the greenery is excellent. Some sunchokes. Thought I had harvested them all. Tomatoes are another great option for your garden. These are San Marzano paste tomatoes. Very, very easy to grow, easy to contain from seed. Some more future food here. Swiss chard. We are seed saving once again. Another easy variety to grow as well. And you can still eat those leaves even though it's producing flowers. So with that being said, and now you've seen some of the pictures of our different varieties we're growing right now in this portion of the garden, we want to encourage you to grow more food. There are a lot of tutorials and articles, videos on our website, on our YouTube channel. Some of the easy varieties, you've got your fall planting, you've got your spring planting, you've got winter planting, and I know there's a lot of information out there and it can be confusing. You can grow in beds, you can grow in ground, you can grow in buckets, in barrels, in planters. There is something for everyone, and I encourage you to grow. So if you have questions, we are so happy to answer them for you. If you aren't sure what to do, what to plant, when to plant, our planting guide is posted in the description section below in this video. I am always happy to answer those questions, so you can ask them here. You can send an email to mary@marysheirloomseeds.com, and get out there and plant some seeds. Thanks for joining me, and happy planting.